So today, we seen this tweet come out from Shirai Ryu TV. Basically, they're congratulating everybody that made top 8. And if you guys can see here, we've got, in the, nothing wrong here. If you guys are trying to, think there's something wrong with this picture, there's definitely nothing wrong with this picture. Look, we got first place, we have Homelander represented. So we're seeing Homelander up there. We're glad to see him. In second place, we have Homelander also is represented again. In third place is Homelander. Fourth is Homelander. Fifth is sexy Melina Dog with her big ass yitties. Sick of Havoc, I love him, my glorious king. We got another Homelander, nothing wrong with that. And then we got Shocky Blue with Takeda right there. It's actually like kind of concerning because we know that Mortal Kombat got left off Evo, right? They got left off Evo France, and people are trying to find reasons of why they were left off. And some people are saying, oh, it's because the game shit. It's because this and it's because of that. And I guess you can come to any kind of conclusion that you feel comfortable with. But here's what my thing is. I don't know why Mortal Kombat didn't make Evo France. I have no idea. There's definitely games up there that I think Mortal Kombat should have been over, but Mortal Kombat has a bit of an issue going into 2025 because let's be honest, after these combat packs and everything like that, there's not gonna be a lot of new content, at least I don't think. We're could be heading into year 3. We could have stuff coming out like late spring or summer next fall or whatever. I don't know what Ed Boon has planned. But say like this is getting the Mortal Kombat 11 treatment, right? This is pretty much it. Even though, yo, what's up, monkey? Yo, listen, if you guys are, listen, you see his name on the screen. You see his name on the screen, it's not racial. This is a very important time after these DLCs drop, after Ghostface and Conan and T-1000. We have a Homelander issue, right? And one of the main things that we have to address, now I'm not saying Homelander is like the main cause of why Mortal Kombat didn't make Evo and stuff like that, or it's any balancing issues that are the reason why. I have no idea why. But I want to talk on like balancing specifically and how people perceive the game. The issue with Mortal Kombat, if you are a very hardcore Mortal Kombat player, or not a hardcore, but this is like, you pay close attention to what's being done. Mortal Kombat, ever since after the Peacemaker update, and even the Peacemaker update, honestly, when they added Janet in the game, I think the game has been on an upwards trajectory. It took a slight step back when Homelander dropped, because that patch was just so many fucking issues, right? But the Peacemaker update, the Ermac update, they added Farah to the game. The problem is, and I don't think Farah was like, I think Farah was a wake-up call, but I don't think Farah was ever like considered broken, because I just don't think some people like the whole idea of 50-50s, which also Homelander does. The issue is we are stuck in a place where Mortal Kombat is actively trying to buff lower tier characters, right? The community is not a fan of characters getting buffed, but I could have swore at some point in Mortal Kombat 11 when characters were constantly getting nerfed over and over and over again that they were complaining that characters are getting nerfed. If we look at Mortal Kombat 1, I promise you more characters have been buffed over the course of the roster than there was in MK11 at this time. Every time DLC comes out, there's always something wrong that takes away the attention from where it should be on Mortal Kombat. And the fact of the matter is, they are making characters better. They're just adding new moves. They're adding, well, they haven't added any cameos, but they're adding new moves to cameos. And they're doing these slight things that are, just making the game better. The Towers of Time, I think, was a big upgrade. Like I said, I think it should have been in the game at launch, but I think they just kind of held it from us and then gave it to us later on to make us think it's something glorious or think, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's fucking towers, you know what I mean? And there's always something, whether it's desync issues, whether it's a character having broken moves, a new cameo that people consider broken. The whole narrative around Mortal Kombat always gets scuffed and just glossed over what's really important. And to be honest, I think the game is in an amazing state right now. Some people are like, I don't know what's going on. Like their attention span just sucks, or they are just not pleased with what they have. Now, if you look at like the 3 characters we got, Noob Saibot, Sector, and Sarax, I think we've got plenty content. These characters are good, they're not broken. The optics of Syrax is debatable, but I don't think Syrax is broken, right? But there was a reason they didn't show us no fucking gameplay for Syrax, and they showed us some for Sector and Noob Saibot. I know that much, but hey man, I think they were too deep in and they couldn't fix anything. I don't know what the community wants, and the main thing that I'm getting at is it's a little bit of the game developers' fault, and sometimes it's the community's fault. On one hand, you guys do so many good things. You do, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, you can have like an 8, 9 out of 10 update, but you have this major issue that is just ruining the life of the game. Like, you have desync issues where people are getting desynced every other game, and it brings your 8 to 9 update down to like a 6 or like a 5. So then it's like people actually just back away from the game. Or you'll have a 8 or 9 update, you'll have updates for all these other characters on the staff or on the cast, but then you drop Homelander and Homelander's completely fucking broken, and it just really takes away from, you know, the little things that other characters are getting overshadowed because they have this one thing in the game that just is drawing the most attention. And the thing that usually draws the most attention in gaming when it comes to game developers and patches and just media in general is the most negative thing. And it sucks because Mortal Kombat has also been in competition with a lot of other games this year. Tekken dropped around the time Mortal Kombat, I know, last year, but we also had Sparking Zero drop around the time Chaos Reigns dropped. And I don't even, like, this may be far-fetched and I might be like reaching, but we have to remember when MK11 came out and had its lifespan, TikTok was not what it is. And I'm not saying TikTok has a huge effect on it, but some people's attention span is a lot shorter than what I remember, because I don't know, maybe because I just wasn't making content on it, so I didn't stay, like, keep my ear to the community as much. For people like begging and asking for Ghostface, I know I have a video for Ghostface, but I went into detail that I think some people are jumping the gun. It's like, bro, it was a month after they released 3 combat pack characters and people were already asking for it. That's a problem. Is it fair? Yeah, but it's, I don't know. It's tough, man. If this short attention span is going to carry itself into 2025, Mortal Kombat's not looking so good. The game itself, I actually love it. I love Mortal Kombat 1. But if the community and the casual fans are only going to come back when there's DLC characters, and that's how you guys condition them to treat the game, now we've got an issue. They're gonna have to do something, and I'm probably gonna be dropping some videos talking about other things that they could do, which still is probably just dropping more content or different ways that you can do content. Yeah, they're gonna have to do something to bring these players back in. One thing definitely that hurts them is not being on Evo France. Believe it or not, a lot of casual people tune into stuff like Evo and big competitive tournaments because even though they might not be able to play or they don't understand the game at that level, they love just watching people play at that high level. But yeah, what do you guys think they need to do? Do they need to nerf Homelander? Because Homelander right now is at the top of his game, and I've seen that talked about sometimes, like, oh, we need to just nerf Homelander and not make everything better. But it's like, are we gonna nerf Homelander? Like, I don't think that's fixing the problem. Now, could he use some very slight nerfs? Yeah. But we don't want to get in this trend where we're just nerfing a whole bunch of high-tier characters. And the thing is, with Homelander, what the fuck would you nerf? What would you nerf on Homelander? He's one of those characters, like I said, there's certain characters in this game, just their moveset, there is no way you're going to be able to properly nerf them. Because if you nerf anything on them, it's just going to ruin them. So I've seen people saying, oh, nerf his flight kick and something like that, make it a mid. That's gonna completely ruin the gimmick of the character. The whole idea of Homelander is he's a mix-up character. That's what they designed him to do. So you can't kill his design of what he's able to do. So what do? I've seen people saying the command grab should not combo. How are you gonna work that into the fact where he command grabs you, lift you into the air, and you can call Farah in for the combo? I mean, you would just have, it would just look weird. It wouldn't even make sense. Maybe a damage nerf, that's the only thing I could think. What do you guys think the issue is? Do you think it's Homelander? Do you think Homelander needs to be nerfed and that will fix the overall lifespan of the game? They're just have an issue with people having short attention spans? Do you think them not appearing at Evo is an issue? Let me know, man. What do we gotta do to fix MK1, bro? I promise you Homelander's not the only issue, but maybe it starts there. Who knows, man? I just want the game to be good. It's great right now, but I want everybody to feel that way about it.